It's also very long and it's arduous. It doesn't really rhyme. Let me talk, please. Let me talk here. Here we go. How the heck are we going to memorize letters that don't really make any sense? Well, here's how we're going to memorize it. Every letter means something, just like UCLA, just like LOL. But here's the way we're going to memorize it. Here's how we do it. I already did it. Ready? Please leave veggies near ice water. Thanks for the encouragement, Miss Rojas. Yes. Please leave veggies because they'll spoil. Please leave veggies, or you can write vanilla. Please leave veggies or vanilla near ice water. Now, here's what every letter means now. The reason why we're going to say that is to memorize it. Tomorrow's your test 1, not quiz. It's the first test. And for the past month, I've gone over equations. I've gone over absolute value equations. I've gone over inequalities. I've gone over compound inequalities. All 4 of those things I just mentioned involve getting a variable by itself. Yesterday and the days previous, I'm walking around, and some of you are understanding how to get a variable by itself, isolating the variable. But some of you, the rules and the methods and the process is still very jumbled in your mind. I want you to memorize this line. I'm going to have it up on the board tomorrow for the test. But this kind of streamlines and organizes all the process of getting the variable by itself. Please leave veggies near ice water. That's how to memorize it, but that's not what every letter means. Here's what every letter means. You have this right nice and big on your warm-up. Underneath P, go ahead and write parentheses. Right, it's like PEMDAS, but a little bit. This has to do with any equation. Go ahead and write parentheses, please. The way I am. L stands for like terms. Get like terms together. If there are any. Sometimes there's not. Just like parentheses. Sometimes they're not parentheses, so you don't have to worry about it. Please leave veggies near ice water. The V stands for variables on one side. Let's get variables on one side. I'm going to put variables one side. It's kind of hard to write up and down. Variables one side. So you want to be paying attention right now because I'm going to review the test tomorrow. Test 1. Up till now, all we've been doing is taking quizzes. Tomorrow's the first test. So please leave veggies near ice water. And stands for numbers on one side. Let's get the numbers on one side. We're always doing this. Numbers one side. Now I'm writing numbers one side. What I really mean is numbers on one side. Please leave veggies near ice water. The I stands for isolate the variable. Get it by itself. Isolate variable. It's going to be okay. It's not a... Okay, the last one, ice water, the water. This is put watch out for negatives, for negative numbers. Watch out for negative numbers only for inequalities only. This is for inequalities only. So the W is alone. You only deal with W if you have inequalities, the greater than less than stuff. Otherwise, just please leave veggies near ice. But if it's an inequality, please leave veggies near ice water. Put for inequalities only. N-E-I-N-E-Q, put inequalities only here. Now let me show you how this works. Get it? So this is inequalities. I abbreviated I-N-E-Q. For inequalities only. The W is only for inequalities. The rest is just please leave veggies near ice. Keep them cool so they don't spoil. If it's an inequality, near ice water. Let me explain. See how this works with the warm-up. Hit it.
The last one was watch out for what?
Watch out for negative numbers, because if there's a negative number on inequality, what happens to the sign? It flips. That's why I say watch out. And remember, you only divide or multiply by a negative number, then it switches. Adding and subtracting negative numbers is fine, the sign doesn't switch. Only if you multiply. Check your seesaw. Check your seesaw journal. You already spoke that into the seesaw. The special rule for inequalities. Rojas and Rojas. Mr. Rojas. For inequalities only. Let me make that a little more clear here.
Oh yeah, I was gonna.
Thank you. Watch this. For, I'm abbreviating inequalities. INEQ. For inequalities only. So only worry about the ice water, the water for inequalities only, but the ice goes for everything else. Watch this in action now. Please leave veggies near ice water or vanilla or anything that starts with a V. Look at the warm-up now. Okay. Right, but if you leave your veggies near ice water, it's easy. Let me show you. Let's start again now. Thank you, Ms. Ross. That's good. Extra stands for laughing at that one. All right. Sorry. Never mind that. Is there parentheses, Ms. Rojas? There it is again. There's parentheses, so what we got to do is distribute that puppy. Watch. Wherever I see parentheses, distribute. That's what the P stands for, parentheses. Get rid of those parentheses by distributing. So here we go. I'm going to write the result underneath our acronym. So 10 times 2y is 12y, or 20y rather. 10 times 2, we're rocking and rolling. Minus a y, huh? So far, so good. 2 times 8y. Thank you. And then what's the last one? Negative 16. That was parentheses. Please leave veggies near ice water. That's parentheses. L stands for like terms. Let's get like terms together on either side if there are any. Is there any like terms here? Yes. Which one's Mendoza? Thank you. That makes 19y. Look at combine like terms. 19y plus 20 is 16y minus 16. Done. So please leave. So the L is done. Like terms is done. How about veggies now? The variables on one side. Let's get variables on one side because right now I see a variable of y on the left and the right side. I have to get them on one side. This is a step that you can go either way. Remember, you can take the 10 freeway or the 60 freeway. I can either subtract 19y from both sides or subtract 16y from both sides. That'll get it on one side, either the right or the left. Your choice. Doesn't matter. I'm going to go 16y. See, right now, I'm on the V. I'm getting the variables on one side. All right, after the dust settles, look what happens. 19 minus 16 is a 3y. I got a plus 20. This is gone over here too. This is a minus 16. Okay, wait, let's see. We got the variables on one side. Now let's get numbers on one side. Let's take the 20 over there. So we'll subtract 20 from both sides. Let's get them. See, we're getting the numbers on the right side now. We got the variables 3y. There's 3 y's. We got them on the left side. Let's get the numbers on the right side. So let us stay with me. By to that, I got 3y equaling negative 16 plus a negative 20 is a negative 36, if I'm not mistaken. Please leave vanilla or veggies near ice water. Almost done. Look at where I'm at now. I'm on I, isolate variable. Let's get variable by itself. Let's get rid of that 3, right? Excuse me? Okay. Divide by 3. Okay, that's the opposite of multiplication. Y then, help. Awesome. Right. I don't have to worry about the ice water. I don't have to worry about the W because this was not an inequality. The W is only for inequalities, which I'll get into right now. But we're done. Y is negative 12. Please leave veggies near ice water. Let's try number 2. What language is that?
Wait, what was the answer? Go back up.
Sure. Y equals 12, negative 12. Stay with me for number 2 now. All right, how would please leaving our veggies help us with inequalities? Watch this. Watch this. There we go. Someone throw an inequality in now. Watch this. You'll see this on tomorrow's test. 6x minus 5 is less than 2x plus 11. I think this is like assignment 5. You did inequalities, or 6. I can't remember. Right. Okay, let's please leave our veggies near ice water. P stands for parentheses. Is there any parentheses? No. Beautiful. L stands for like terms. Let's see if there's any like terms. Are these like terms? No. Over here? No, we're good to go. Ready? Here we go. Variables on one side. I got variables on both sides, so we got to do the variables on one side. There's 2 ways to do it. What? We're dealing with variables now. So it's either 6x or 2x. What are we going to do to both sides? Subtract 6x or 2x, doesn't matter. I'm going to subtract 2x. Do that with me, please. See, I'm getting the variables on one side. Notice I take them away from the right side because they're all going to be ended up on the left side only now. Look at it. X's are only on the left side. I got the variable on one side. Okay. Please leave veggies near ice water. So let's see. Numbers on one side. Let's get the numbers on one side now. Right, let's get the 5 over there. So we're going to add 5. I like it. Bring down the inequality symbol. After the dust settles, I got a 4x is less than 16. And now I'm on the ice water. Isolate the variable. Divide by 4. X is less than 4. I don't have to worry about watching out for negatives because I didn't do anything to both sides involving the negative. Right, Ms. Rojas?
Follow the way.
Let's graph this puppy, though. Because you'll have to graph on tomorrow's test. Just FYI. Only for inequalities. Only for inequalities.
You know what you could do?
Hit it.
You know how it's like this, right?
Yes.
Just put a line in the middle, and that's where you know where the arrow's going.
But see the arrow, so if I do this, if I go like that, what does that mean still? It doesn't really...
Well, you just put the circle and you go back.
Oh, okay, so what you're saying. For in terms of which way to shade.
Yeah.
I like that, that's cool. So if you make it a little arrow, that's a reminder of which way to shade. Good idea, I like that. But just don't forget that the Pac-Man wants to eat what's bigger. So 4 is bigger than these, X is less than 4. So let's put a 4 here, open or close, Sepulveda. Nice, because X is not equal to 4. We're going to shade everything to the left of 4 because all these numbers are less than 4. You'll see that on tomorrow's test for sure, Test, not quiz. Test.
How many questions?
Well, it depends if the Dodgers win or lose. If they lose, I'll be in a bad mood, so I'll give you a lot of questions. If they win.
Huh? Oh, why don't you just do that?
Yeah,
it out when we had to.
So just root for the Dodgers and make sure they win today.
Like when they lost the World Series or whatever.
I thought I had like a chance.
Give us color where you couldn't even talk to us.
Seriously.
Being dead serious.
Example 3. So think of what's going to be on the test tomorrow. On the test, you'll have equations like example 1. You'll have inequalities like example 2. And on tomorrow's test, you'll have, watch this now.
Are these notes now?
Yeah, we're just going right into our notes.
Oh,
Okay, so look at what we're going to have now. What is that symbol there? What does that mean there, you guys? Somebody help me. What do those big bars mean?
LOL.
LOL. Good job, Sepulveda. You're going to ace this one tomorrow. What does that mean? Somebody. What do those big bars mean? Absolute value. Here we go. You'll see this on tomorrow's test. Go ahead and put 3 times the absolute value of, here we go. Oh, let me get this one here. Three times the absolute value of 2x minus 7 equals 21. Will leaving veggies near ice water help us with this one? Yes, it will. Leaving our veggies near ice water will help us even with this. It'll help us with every single kind of problem I've thrown at you in tomorrow's test. That's why I'm going over this right now. How many solutions does absolute value equations have? 2 of them. We're going to split it up. But before we split it up, we have to get the absolute value alone. If you forgot that, go back to assignment 5 or 6. The videos are there on absolute value equations. By the way, on tomorrow's test, it's going to be open note. It's going to be open video, as normal. Just a little FYI. Let's get the absolute value alone. It's not alone right now on the left side. I got to get rid of that 3. Can someone please tell me how to get rid of that 3 before I cry? Rueda. Thank you. It's opposite multiplication. Divide by 3. Divide by 3. Let's do it. This is gone. I got absolute value of 2x minus 7 is equal to 7. Now that the absolute value is alone, now I can split it up in into both of my separate equations, right? 1 and 2. The first equation is 2x minus 7 equals 7. The second equation is 2x minus 7 equals negative 7. You guys are going to ace tomorrow's test, I know it. You sound determined. Let's try. Let's get x, but here's our, we're going to leave our veggies near ice water. It's going to help us now. Watch. Parentheses, negative. There's no parentheses here. Like terms, 2x minus 7 is not like term, 7 is not a like term. So that's done. Now let's get variables on one side. They're already on one side. Look at x is already on one side, so we're good there. Let's get numbers on one side then. Let's add 7 to get the numbers on the right side. So I have 2x equaling 14. Divide by 2. X then is 7. There's one solution. Big and now, and that's only the first solution. Here's the second solution. Let's add 7 here. Let's get the numbers on one side. So 2x equals, what's negative 7 plus 7? 0. Let's divide by 2 now. Get x, let's isolate x now. 0 divided by any number is 0, huh? So x equals 0. Those are 2 solutions. 7 and 0. Beautiful. I think it's hot. I think it's like perfect.
It's hot.
Like my body's too hot.
All right. Questions? All right, let's review. So tomorrow's test. Example 1, you'll see equations. Tomorrow's test. Example 2, you'll see inequalities. In tomorrow's test, you'll see absolute value equations. And last but definitely not least, you're going to see compound inequalities. Someone give Sepulveda a hug. It's going to be okay, Sepulveda.
Can I use the right?
After this one. I want you to ace this puppy, Ortiz.
Oh, my God.
Last one, here we go. Last example. Compound inequalities. All right. There we go. Cool. Cool. Here we go. X minus 8 less than or equal to 4. Or, look at this. We worked on this yesterday. Look at yesterday's note, the video I posted if you're absent. This is going to be on the test. Or 2x plus 3 is greater than 9. We got a compound inequality, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait,
What was that? Yeah, positive. Okay. Please leave vanilla near ice water. What's the other one? Veggies, okay. P stands for parentheses. There is none. L stands for like terms. Okay, let's see. Like terms right here. Negative. 4 is by itself. How about over here? Like terms. 2x plus 3. Negative. 9. No like terms. Let's get variables on one side now. And it already is. X is on the left side here. X is on the left side over here. But we're going to solve for x separately on both. All right. Here we go. Please leave vanilla or veggies near ice water. The N now, let's get the numbers on one side. Let's get this 8 over there. So we're going to add 8 here. So I got x is less than or equal to 12. We isolate the variable. What about the W for ice water? Did we have to divide or multiply by a negative number? Do we have to watch out for negatives? No, so the signs stay the same. If we divide it or multiply by a negative number, the sign flips. Cool, we're done there. We put a big fat or. Okay, please leave vanilla near ice water. No parentheses, no like terms. Variables are on the one side only now. X is on the left side, so we're good there. Let's get the numbers on one side. Let's get rid of that 3. We'll subtract 3 from both sides. Bye-bye to that. I got 2x is greater than 6. Ice water now. I stands for isolate variable. Let's get x alone. Let's divide both sides by 2. That gets rid of the 2. W, watch out for negative numbers. We're not multiplying or dividing by negative numbers, so the sign doesn't flip. And there we go. X has to be bigger than 3 or less than or equal to 12. Let's graph this puppy. Remember, it's an OR problem, so the shading should be going opposite direction. We went over this yesterday. Here's my number line. There we go. X is greater than 3. Close or open at 3? Open up. X not equal to 3. And X is less than or equal to 12. Now, this one's a very special case that I'm not going to give you on the test. This one is actually all real numbers, but I'm not going to get into the details of this one. Typically, when we have an OR problem, you're going to have to be shading opposite directions. But this is a very special kind of OR problem. Notice, x is greater than 3, I have to shade this way. And x is less than or equal to 12, I have to shade this way. That means the whole number line will be shaded. It's all real numbers. But this is such a special case, I'm not going to hold you to this on tomorrow's test. But normal OR problems, like we went over yesterday, where the outsides are shaded, you are going to be responsible for. I'll just make sure I'm not going to give you one like this on the test. But typically, it'll be something you have to shade that way, and then shade that way, and nothing in the middle is shaded. This is a special case, so forgive me for that one. I didn't notice that one. So, tomorrow's test. Compound inequalities. Absolute value equations. Normal inequalities. And equations with variables on both sides. If you could just figure out how to use please leave vanilla near ice water, or if you're Miss Rojas, she likes veggies instead of vanilla, knock yourself out. This is going to help you for tomorrow. In the meantime, you're going to post your notes, and you're going to explain what every letter means on Seesaw right now. Please leave vanilla or veggies near ice water. You're going to tell me what each letter means. This way on tomorrow's test, you can go back to your student journal on Seesaw, and then if you lose your notes, they're all right there posted. So take about a minute, stretch out, check your social media, and then go to Seesaw, post that so you can get your second stamp. Only those who post their Seesaw get their second stamp. Yes. Ortiz first, you're second, Benya third.